Chapter 2 of how to find Chapter 2 of the eBook Biz Blogging. Chapter 2, how to find content to blog about. Finding topics to blog about is one of the most frequent challenges marketers face. By now you should be convinced in the business value of blogging, but you have probably started wondering about what content you can possibly cover, what to write about. Welcome to the club. Finding topics to blog about is one of the most frequent challenges marketers face. We always recommend that you start by answering some of the most popular customer questions. Reviewing industry trends, comparing prices of products or services in your industry, or doing brief interviews with experts from your organization. These creative efforts seem time-consuming, don't they? That is why in this section we will mention a few easy ways of finding the right content for your blog. From repackaging existing resources to involving others in the process and finding guest bloggers. Repackage. Start with something simple. Do a thorough audit of existing content or internal communications. Many times you can take something that was maybe published internally. Maybe you remove some proprietary information and it becomes a great blog post, because ultimately you're showcasing the insider of the brand, and inside the organization it should in a sense open up or showcase the inner workings of an organization. So what better way to start out with? Next, reach out to the others in your organization, whoever is one of your primary lines of communication with the outside world. Whether that customer service or sales gives them a pad of paper, and let's say for one day, every single time somebody asks them to something, they should write down those questions. Ultimately, that's going to give you kind of a real rich list. Brainstorm. If you get outside of the company and also don't infiltrate other departments within the company, it's really easy to run out of content ideas very quickly. Instead, you should be constantly seeking new opinions, new insights. Hold brainstorming sessions and consider creating a collaborative document to let people build on one another's ideas. If you are a small company, find peers out there or fellow bloggers who might be willing to participate in such brainstorm sessions. For instance, you can create a Facebook group with other people who are in a similar situation. When you join a group that you can bounce ideas off, you'll find something real interesting. When you suggest a blog post to the brainstorming group, people will react if they are interested in the topic. If they don't react to it, it's not really going to drive that much interest for the larger audience either. Guest blogging. Another method of finding content for your blog is by inviting other industry experts to write guest posts for you. Use your network to find people who might be interested in guest blogging and be confident in pitching them benefits around guest blogging. For instance, they will gain exposure beyond their normal readership and attract inbound links that can help them rank better in search engines. Guest blogging is also a great way to begin a co-marketing partnership and build a strong relationship with industry influencers. Curation. If you're going to curate information, make sure that you are curating it to provide some type of values for your reader. Don't just curate content for the sake of doing it. Ask yourself these questions. Are you saving the reader time by putting all these resources in one place? Are you offering your opinion and insight against what somebody else has said? You need to make sure that you're reading some layer of value for your reader by curating the information in the first place. Most people are going to be really flattered if you want to share their content, and it's a great opportunity to build a relationship with them. I think the simple guideline is do unto others as you would have done to yourself. Ask for permission before you curate some piece of content, and make sure you credit the author. It's really helpful when you're giving links, that those links open in a new window. Make sure you're adding some layer of value for your reader by curating the information in the first place. How often should you blog? You blog as often as you want people to pay attention to you. You blog as often as you want people to pay attention to you. Josh Haley, director of Bose Connect. When you are thinking about frequency or blogging, start doing the math backwards. If you need 5 new leads a month, you can follow up with them. How many new visits to your blogs do you need? You blog as often as you want people to pay attention to you, said Josh Hella in a HubSpot webinar dedicated to blogging. You need to do it a couple times a week to once a day. He added, once you start publishing posts a few times a day, you will see a significant increase in traffic. Another question you need to consider when creating your blogging schedule is setting expectations. You might blog once a week or twice a month, and that will be okay if your post reveals great content that engages an active audience. Make sure you publish your posts around the same time so that you create anticipation in your readers. An editorial calendar will help you maintain a healthy balance of content types. In the content creation planning part, make sure you have a steady backlog of content, some of which addresses topics that are evergreen. In this way, you are also considering the long-term effects of your blog. Try to build an editorial calendar which will help you map out things. Have a general idea of your content and create a schedule. What is more, it will help you develop an approach. For instance, if you're trying to work hard on a specific keyword, you can focus on it for a month and then measure the results. Have you gone up in search for that keyword? An editorial calendar will also help you maintain a healthy balance of content types, posts that are going to be short and popular and those that are meaty and comprehensive. You always need to have planned for something to go out at a certain time and then be able to take advantage of opportunistic stories that allow you to post something around them. You also need to be agile and flexible in your content creation process. That was the end of chapter 2 of the eBlog Biz eBlog ebook. Chapter 3 is coming soon to a website near you. And,